everyone, welcome back to my channel, Notes from the Sewing Room. My name's Becky. In today's YouTube video, I'm going to be telling you all about my favourite ever work skirt pattern. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you've had a lovely week, whatever you've been up to. I've been busy just doing this and that, to be honest, trying to squeeze in a little bit of sewing time wherever I can. And one of those projects I've actually been working on, I'm going to tell you about today, which is the Sew Over It Ultimate Skirt, or should I say Ultimate Pencil Skirt. It's a pattern that I absolutely love. I've made it 3 times so far, so I've got 3 different examples to show you. I thought I'd do a little bit of a review of the pattern and how I found it. Also, just for anyone that's interested, I'll tell you about what I'm wearing today as well, because sometimes people leave me a little comment and they do ask me what I've been wearing in my videos. So this is actually a gather pattern mort main dress. So if I stand up a little bit, you can see it. It's got a bit of a box pleat skirt going on there. I made this dress a little while ago, but it's one of those staples in my wardrobe that I just keep going back to again and again. And I'm sure I'll make other dresses like this one in the future as well. Just 'cause I do find it quite handy to wear for work and, you know, just kind of other things as well. So yeah, really like it. So have you made the ultimate pencil skirt before? And if you haven't, I would definitely recommend it. I would say that before I started sewing my own clothes, I could never ever buy a pencil skirt from the shops, mainly because I have a smaller waist and much larger hips. So I was always have a little bit of gapping at the back, or it was too tight across my bottom or my thighs, or you know, whatever, but it basically just wouldn't fit if I bought a pencil skirt from a shop. So the great thing about making your own clothes, of course, is that you can scale between sizes, which is really cool. So and it is something that I have done with the pencil skirt pattern. So I must say, the black version of the skirt here that I'm going to show you, I was gifted the fabric from Minerva Crafts online. They sent me the fabric in exchange for an honest blog review, which will go onto their website sometime in the future. I'm not sure exactly when yet, but it's a Lady McElroy stretch black denim fabric, and it's perfect actually for making a skirt like this. So I must apologise, my skirt probably does need ironing a little bit, but to be honest with you, I don't really enjoy ironing, so I always try and put it off. But I have kind of ironed the bits and bobs as I've gone along step by step in the project, but I haven't ironed the overall project now it's actually finished. So, but I'll show you, hopefully you don't mind. So yeah, so here is my pencil skirt, if I just hold that up to show you. So it has got a box pleat, kind of kick pleat type thing, I don't know what the official name is, in the back of the skirt. It's got darts just down the front here, and darts in the back as well. Basically the pattern does come up quite long. I probably mentioned before, I am quite tall, so I'm 5'10", but I did take quite a few centimetres off the bottom of the pattern. So I would recommend that before you actually do the hem on your skirt project, that you do kind of measure it against yourself and work out roughly what length you would like it to be. If I had not reduced the length of mine, it would have come well below my knee, I think, which is fine if that's what you want, but for me I just wanted it a little bit shorter. My skirt comes to around about my knee type area, which for me is the ideal length skirt. So but it's a really simple project to sew together, even when you are scaling between sizes. As you can see, my skirt kind of goes in a little bit at the waist and then kind of kicks out a little bit more, but you know, you can make your own sizing alterations as you need to. It's not got very many pattern pieces, which is a winner in my book, particularly if you've not got a lot of time to sew. I tend to sew kind of 20 minutes sometimes before dinner, or you know, 15 minutes after dinner, or quickly before I go to bed if I'm trying to get a project done. But I find that all these little bits of time, they do add up, and then before you know it, you have actually got a finished project. So for me that works, but you know, if I have got a whole day to spend on sewing, then that's amazing, but I don't always have that time just to dedicate to my project. So I tend to find that just squeezing in a little bit of time here and there does, you know, end up making me a full outfit to wear in the end. So but I'd love to hear how you squeeze in your sewing time, so leave me a comment below and that would be great. But anyway, back to the project. So it's not got very many pattern pieces. It's got a front piece and a back piece and then a facing basically. In terms of the zip that goes in the back, you can use whatever kind of zip you want. In 2 skirts that I made before, I used an invisible zip, and then in this black version I have actually used an exposed zipper and then done a bit of a lapsed kind of a closure at the back as well. So it's entirely up to you. It depends you know, what look you're going for, or perhaps what supplies you've got in as well. The main reason that I didn't use an invisible zip in this project was because I didn't have one at home, so it would have meant me going out to buy another one, and you know, I just wanted to get my project finished. So you know, I just decided to go with what I got, but actually it's worked really well, and because the fabric, you know, has got a fair weight to it, having the lapsed kind of zipper in the back has worked really well. But this skirt project can actually look completely different, I think, in different types of fabric. So I thought I'd show you 2 versions that I have actually made before, just so you can see. So these are both stretch cotton sateen fabrics that I've used previously. I think my favourite out of all 3 is probably the pink version. That was some fabric that I got from Sew Over It a little while ago. Actually came in one of their kit boxes that they do. So I think I bought that as a present, so that was a super present in my book. But first I'll show you this red one. So this has got a kind of rose type pattern on it. I've wore this lots and lots for work. I really like it. As I said, it's got an invisible zip at the back, and then we've got the kind of kick pleat at the bottom there as well. I'll pop some pictures up so you can actually see me wearing these different skirts as well. That's got quite a soft feel to it, that one. This one's a little bit more structured, but it is the stretch cotton sateen. I would say that whatever fabric you use for this project, it does need to have a fair amount of stretch, basically because, you know, it is quite a fitted skirt and you need room to be able to sit down and, you know, move around easily without kind of ripping anything. And also just for comfort, I love to have fabrics that have got a little bit of stretch because it just makes it more comfortable to wear. So this one is my favourite, I think, of the 3. Again, it's got this kind of floral pattern on it. Again, I've wore it quite a lot. Again, it's got the invisible zip and then the kick area at the bottom as well. So yeah, it's a really good pattern. It's definitely my favourite ever work skirt type pattern, but of course you don't have to wear it for work. I work in an office, but if you know, you don't work in that type of environment, you can just, you know, wear it for wherever you want. I think it would also look nice kind of dressed up with some heels and a top to go on a night out perhaps as well. So yeah, so the options are endless, I think, for this project and pattern and whatnot. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed learning about my ultimate pencil skirt collection that I've got so far. I'm sure I'll make a few more of these in the future because, like I say, I really do like the pattern. But that's it for me today. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Don't forget, if you have liked tuning in, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well, and then you can keep up to date with all my latest content. But until then, I'll be working on some other bits and pieces to share with you, and I'll be back on the vlog very soon. See you later.